Hey everybody, in this video I want to talk about some weight loss secrets that I think are really revolutionary and will help you lose weight, but are also super simple. Whenever I work with a personal coaching client one-on-one, these are things that I always tackle first, because regardless of what foods you're planning on eating, these things and the things that go on right in your mind are the things that will really help you make a shift and reach your goals. So obviously, in my opinion, I think a vegan, whole food, plant-based diet is the way to go, not only for the security and the safety of the factory farmed animals, but also for your health. There's so many studies out there that show how many diseases a whole food, plant-based diet can heal. I believe in keeping it lower fat, and I believe in having as much fruits and vegetables as you possibly can. So if you were to ever work with me on a personal one-on-one basis, those are the things that I would always recommend, and of course we'd go into more detail. But this video, I want to share with you some thoughts and some things to think about that will really change your mind if you focus on them while you're trying to lose weight, or if you're struggling to lose weight at all. So let's get into it. What is your goal? Write it down. Put it somewhere where you see it every single day, look at it daily, and then taking massive action until it happens. Massive action is a term that I took from Brooke Castillo, and it basically means keep working at it, keep taking action until you get the results you want. A lot of times when people fail at diets or whatever it is that they're going for, it's because they try something once and then they quit. Or they hit an obstacle and they think, oh, this wasn't God's will, or they hit an obstacle and they think, oh, this is too hard, I'm not gonna do it anymore, it probably wasn't for me. But it is for you. If you really want something and you really want to get your health in check and you want to lose weight, keep taking action in the right direction until you get the result that you want. When you do passive action, it's learning about the thing, reading about the thing, learning about a plant-based diet, they're all wonderful things, creating an exercise plan, creating a meal plan, but not actually doing it. Creating an exercise plan is not the same as actually exercising. Having a goal for what you want to eat every day is not the same as actually eating it. So passive action is something that I'm really good at, actually. I love consuming information. I love planning what I'm gonna do. But then you really have to take that over and really make it happen. And those are step-by-step things that you're actually doing to see weight loss actually happen in your life. I've said this in another video that I did on weight loss before, but I really believe that if you can commit to something for 30 days, you're gonna start to see action, and you really go for it in that 30 days, you will change your habits and you will really start to see progress in the right direction. My second tip is to make sure that you're food journaling and to really have a base point of when you start. So take your weight, do some measurements, take a photo of yourself, whatever you need to do, and put that at the beginning of your food journal, and then track what you eat every day. Apps like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, there's so many apps out there to track what you do every day. In my opinion, the best way to lose weight is to have high carb diet from real food sources, from whole foods like fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, grains, potatoes, lentils, all that kind of stuff, limiting the amount of nuts and seeds and oils that you have, but having a little bit of whole fat in your diet, and the protein will take care of itself. But if that's the route you want to go, then you want to make sure that you are tracking what you're eating to see if that's the direction that you're going. Because a lot of times for food journaling, yes, it's great. We kind of get a little bit obsessive, I know I do anyways, about writing what I'm doing down right, but then I forget what I'm doing wrong, or if I've screwed up, I don't write that. And those are the most important things to journal. You have to ask yourself, why did I screw up? Why is this time of day really someplace that I'm struggling with? Is it become a habit that every time I come home from groceries or whatever, then I just binge out? Or is 4 o'clock my sweet time when I pass the candy bowl at work? Great questions to ask yourself in your food journal are, what am I eating? Where did it come from? Is it locally grown? Is it organic? Is it from a factory farm? Why am I eating? Am I actually hungry? Am I just thirsty? Am I bored? Am I craving something? Am I feeling emotionally deprived? What is the reason that I'm actually eating? The goal is to get to a place where you recognize your triggers and actually see that the only thing food can do is satisfy you nutritionally. It's not going to do anything else. It's not going to make you feel better. It's not going to give you security. It's not going to do any of those extra things, because even when, like for me, when I overeat something that I know that I really didn't want to eat, but I just get really controlled with it, I always feel like really bad about it afterwards. Not like bad, like gonna go crazy over it, but I'm like, why did I do that? I really didn't need to do that. Food is only for nutrition based, so might as well get the most nutritious sources of food that you possibly can, and also make sure that you're eating just to fuel your body. Just remember that food can't solve any problem except for hunger, so don't beat yourself up if this is a cycle that you've gotten into. I've been dealing with this cycle my entire life, and then just learn from it and try to do better next time. What you've been doing hasn't been working, so it's time to change, right? That's as easy as it gets. My third tip is to be kind to yourself. Whenever we're trying to make a change, we all want it to happen like right away. I know I do anyways, and so you try to make all these lofty goals for yourself and you fail because you're not able to do every single change in one single 24-hour period. So just be kind to yourself. Know that you're gonna hit obstacles, and know that it's a process, and that you're gonna do the best that you can. At every crossroad that you come to where you might have a pitfall, you stop, you recognize what it is, and then you try to make the best decision that you can. Number 4 is eat when you are hungry, and only eat when you are hungry. Make sure that you're having enough water so that you know that you are hydrated. And then I like to tell people to eat before they get super duper hungry. So eating at the whisper of hunger, just when you kind of are like, you know what, I'm kind of hungry. I'd say eat there, because if you wait too much longer, if I wait too much longer, then it's over. If you wait past that whisper of hunger, then you're maybe gonna eat something that you didn't want to or wasn't on your plan. So eat when you are hungry, at the whisper of hungry, and stop when you feel satisfied but not completely stuffed. Number 5 is to eat foods that will give you the results that you want. So again, I touched on this in the beginning. I believe whole plant-based foods are the way to go for weight loss, for health, for the environment, for the animals. In so many ways, this is such a wonderful diet to have. But if you're watching this and you aren't vegan and that's not something you want to do, then you need to figure out what foods work for you to get the results that you want, and eat those foods. Number 6 is to decide on purpose. I am going to eat right now, and this is what I'm going to eat, or I am not going to eat this right now because this is why. And then evaluate your decision. I ate a salad because I know that it's good for me, and I was hungry, and my evaluation of that was a good idea because I was hungry, I ate, and it was good quality nutritious food, and that is why I ate it. Vice versa, I ate brownies, and I decided to eat brownies because I was craving them for 3 days, and I just kept thinking about them over and over, and they weren't nutritious for me, and they didn't do anything for me but add extra calories to my day. So that's not really something I want to do in the future. So those are two just really extreme examples, brownies and salad. There's lots of things in between that, but you get what I'm saying. And the last thing that I want to bring up is identifying your trigger moment. So that may be different for everybody, but what I mean by that is finding that moment. So for example, I'll give you an example from my own life. I know that after dinner, I love to have something sweet, okay? And so if I'm trying to lose weight, that is the time when I can easily pack on another 200 to 500 calories depending on what I decide to eat. So I will plan ahead and make space for 200 calories, that's a reasonable snack, in my day to be able to have something healthy but sweet after dinner. A way that would fail, of course, is knowing that that's my trigger moment and then just going on a baking spree after dinner and eating cookies or brownies or whatever it is until I feel full. And then I could have possibly really eaten at least 500 calories or even more. And anything that I'm trying to do with weight loss is gonna be derailed from that one trigger moment. So if your trigger moment is 4 o'clock, for example, and you always want something sweet or salty or snacky, figure out a healthy version of something that you can eat that's low calorie and is nutrient dense and maybe high volume, like a smoothie, for example. If there's a certain smoothie that you can put together that would really satisfy your sweet tooth, do that. If it is snacking on some air-popped popcorn with nutritional yeast and a little bit of cayenne pepper, do that. Find the thing that works for your trigger moment and have some kind of substitution, a couple go-to recipes that you can always go to and be like, okay, I want this, but I'm going to substitute it with this so that I don't blow my entire day. A lot of times that trigger moment or that trigger time is identified with a thought like, I've had a hard day and I deserve this. Whether that be food or alcohol or whatever it is that you feel is kind of like getting in your way with weight loss, take that moment and say, okay, I feel like I've had a hard day, but I'm trying to lose weight and I'm going to figure out a separate option instead of I deserve to have an entire tub of ice cream. When you recognize the moment that can lead you to overeating before you overeat, it's revolutionary. I think this is such a mental game that we all need to play. It's really easy to be completely unaware of your times when you overeat or when you have too much fat. It's really interesting. Anytime I talk to anybody about reducing the amount of fat they have in their diet, the first thing they always say is, oh, well, I don't really eat that much fat. But once they start tracking, they realize that their fat per day can be up to 50% of their diet, especially if you're eating animal products. So overall, being aware of what you're doing and being mindful and having a think before you take an action is really the key to losing weight. And I just want to encourage you, if you are trying to lose weight, try and implement these few tips because they really do work. And if you are interested on working with me one-on-one, I'll leave a link down below. But by all means, I just want to share this stuff with you guys for free because I know that it really works with people that I've worked with. It works when I apply it for myself. And I think that if you can apply it to your own life, you're gonna see the results you want. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down below and I will write you back. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you know when I have new videos coming out. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.